Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. So I'm back from vacation. Nice to be back. Uh, anyway, I got a really funny one here from Eric Trump, the dumb one of the family, the Fredo, right? Reference to the Godfather, the Fredo of the family, the not too smart son. Okay, so this is wild. These guys are just they're not logical. They contradict themselves. Silly analogies, whatever. So Trump and Dana White over the weekend at some UFC event, and there was like a standing ovation chanting USA. So that means that he wasn't guilty, or some. I don't know. The logic is like, what my father is it was not guilty, he wasn't innocent because my father went to a UFC event and they all chanted UFC or USA. These guys are absolutely pathetic. And by the way, who cares about UFC? I don't watch the crap anymore. I'm a three sports guy: baseball, football, and basketball. And UFC is totally mega. It's completely that change. It's completely. I can't do it. I can't watch that crap, and I don't care. It's like it's just not my thing anymore. It was in the past. I used to like it. By the way, I have a theory. I'm kind of tongue in cheek, but I believe that 50% of the fighters are probably gay. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay, but just think about it, like guys in tights and no shirt and sweating on each other, and there's that sadomasochism kind of going back and forth, beating the shit out of each other. Oh, if you're one of those things, or actually masochism, it's the whole thing is there. All right, and I know for a fact, I know these guys. I know a few. I don't care because I'm an open-minded guy, but I'm just telling you, like this masculinity, this hetero-masculine bullshit. Those guys are gay. All right, watch this from Maria Bartiromo and Eric Trump from the David Pakman Show. It's hilarious.
The possibility of daddy going to prison. This was a wild appearance, billed as an exclusive with Fox News' Trump brown noser in chief, Maria Bartiromo. Eric Trump on the verge of tears. I don't know how else to say it. Everybody is treating us so unfairly. We're so good. You've got to have stuff unlocked at CVS to buy it. I still don't know what that has to do with anything. Take a listen to Eric Trump speaking to Maria.
The problem is Americans are really, really smart, and they get it. They get this system. There's only so many times you can cry wolf before people see right through it, Maria. And that's why my father had the reception he had last night, where he had 40,000 people going absolutely nuts, chanting USA. They want their leader back. They want their patriot back. They want the person back who will actually fight for the United States of America. And that's why we're going to win. We're going to win on November 5th.
You can tell that the verdict was wrong because a crowd of UFC fans cheered when they saw... It sounds so stupid when you put it this way.
My God.
The UFC crowd cheered when they saw Trump enter with Dana White. So obviously the verdict was completely and totally wrong. Maria Bartiromo asked, what are you doing in terms of November with regard to securing the election? And Eric Trump spits out one of these unintelligible word salads.
It's all about who counts the votes, right? You mentioned your wife, Lara Trump. She's the co-chair of the RNC right now. What has she said? What is she doing? What are you doing in the campaign and for your father in terms of securing this election and ensuring that we have, in fact, a fair election and transparent in November?
Well, I have a beautiful wife, but behind that beautiful smile is somebody who's absolutely working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to...
So far, no explanation, no answer.
...secure the vote and raise a lot of money. And what she's done at the RNC, along with Michael Watley and everybody else, I mean, they've upended the whole organization. They've turned it into the greatest political fighting machine ever. And believe me, their eyes are on that problem every single day because it's a real problem. Anybody that doesn't say that voter fraud is real is...
Look at
We have a problem.
Bartiromo.
My wife is attractive
she's so
and she is
disgusting.
working. Okay, so what are you doing to secure the
Lying,
election? Eric?
stupid old
It's
lady.
either naive or foolish. It happens. It happened in 2020.
It used to be actually
and we
sort
will
of
not
legit.
allow it to happen
Is
again.
this-
And believe me, Laura Trump is all over that. And
Okay.
I'm very proud of the work that she's doing, and I'm proud.
Eric's proud, Laura's handling it, and Maria Bartiromo is satisfied. She says, okay. Now, then the topic of the sentencing came up. As you know, sentencing for Donald Trump scheduled for July 11th. Eric Trump weighs in and says that the whole point of setting up sentencing for July 11th is to make his dad go crazy and do something nuts. The reality is, it's very common that about 5 or so weeks after a verdict, sentencing happens in the state of New York. It's just totally standard. But Eric wants us to believe it's all to get him to do something crazy.
Before you go, Judge Merchan set the sentencing date on July 11th, 4 days before the RNC convention. What are your expectations for the sentencing?
Yeah, well, go figure. You never know with these people, Maria. Honestly, the amount of pressure that they're going to put on this guy to do something incredible.
He's the victim.
Insane. And that will backfire on them again, as it always does. You know, I don't even want to try and, predict what's going to happen. I really don't. These people are corrupt. They're horrible. The system's corrupt. I was in that front row, and I saw it every single day. And when you're sitting there, you just wouldn't believe it. If you weren't seeing it with your own eyes, you wouldn't believe that that was the legal system of the United States of America. You'd think that would...
We're the most poorly and unfairly treated people in the
the
world.
opposite
legal
was
system
true.
of Venezuela or Iran or some third world country.
People who sat in the trial
not the United States of
were
America, and certainly not the capital,
overwhelming
the business
to
capital
me.
of the entire globe.
Like
New York
literally,
City.
1000% he was guilty.
And I hope the appellate courts get this right and restore some confidence to
Okay, buddy.
the legal system in the U.S.
Yeah, because
Sounds good,
we
buddy.
in our billionaire family, nobody's ever been treated this unfairly. It's so sad, and we really need to do something about it. Okay, and then lastly, this is now a standard in every Eric Trump interview. He complains that at CVS or Walgreens or Duane Reade, some of the items are locked up. And every interview
This is so
involves that
stupid.
at some point with Eric Trump.
And crime
This is
in
your
the cities,
grievance?
and the fact that you
That-
can't go into a CVS and buy something because everything's locked behind
Right.
plexiglass.
I
mean,
can't believe that's a
how long do
grievance
you want me
of
to
this
go on that
fucking
subject?
idiot.
People are sick and tired of it. It's funny.
Spoiled,
I'm
rotten
sick and tired of Eric
billionaire's
Trump
son.
at every
Alleged
interview
billionaire. He's
saying
not
that
really a
when
rich
he
guy.
needs hand
I mean,
lotion at Duane Reade
a billionaire, yeah.
or
I don't know.
Advil at CVS, it's locked up. And by the way, I was recently there. I needed to beg, please unlock my hair product. I have a show to do.
Dave is
my
funny,
hair
isn't he?
product,
I love
which is
David
not a
Pakman.
sponsor, it's locked up now.
And Butterworm was
Because
satisfied.
Apparently, it's the target of shoplifters. It's such a good product. To be perfectly frank, they know that they need the good stuff. So, Eric Trump on the verge of tears, July 11th, not because they're trying to do something to Trump, but because it's totally standard. Between 4 and 6 weeks after the verdict, you would expect sentencing in New York State cases. We have a voice.
Okay, pathetic, aren't they? So I never, like and subscribe. I'm not like, I do this for free, no commercials ever, whatever. But like and subscribe. It helps with the algorithm. And there you go. Peace, everyone. Peace, love, and understanding. And good books, what's the saying by Mark Twain? Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. That's what it is. Peace, everyone.